Hey beginners, it's Rosie. I just wanted to make you something a little different to allow you to get a chance to do some yoga, but also to say hello, say I miss you, and that I hope we see each other very soon. So get some nice comfy clothes on, find a nice peaceful spot, and we'll get started. Find a nice comfy seat. Do any little adjustments that you need to do, and find yourself settling on in. Take a few nice big breaths, maybe even closing down the eyes. We're going to take some nice big rolls of the shoulders, loosening everything up. Then take a nice big breath in, draw those shoulders all the way up towards your ears, and then let them fall, breathing out. Taking some nice big circles with the nose, warming up the neck. Gently does it now, seeing if we can coax some of that gentle, calm, abiding breath here. Smoothly in and smoothly out. We're going to come to stillness now. See if you can draw away from other sounds in the room. And see if you can start to notice that soft wave of your breath. Don't worry if you get distracted. Just bringing it back to the breath. Breathing smooth and slow. Noticing how we feel. And that key word, noticing. Not taking part. Not worrying. Just allowing everything just to be. Dropping the chin down into the chest, wiggling the fingers. We're going to bring ourselves all the way up, bring the arms up and overhead. Interlace the fingers, flip the palms face up, and have a nice big stretch here, almost like you've just woken up in the morning. Breaking free, let those arms come all the way down. Breathing into reach. Exhale, rain those arms all the way down. Breathing into reach. Exhale, let them fall. Breathing into reach. Exhale, let them fall. Breathing into reach. Exhale up and over towards the right. See if you can really reach up and out through those fingertips, maybe even giving them a wiggle, maybe rolling that shoulder in and out. Just a little stretch here. Makes your neck's okay. Breathing in right back to center. Exhale up and over to the left. Again here, nice long side. Having a bit of a stretch, keeping those sit bones grounded here. And the breath in brings you all the way back to center. Exhale's going to grab the elbows, breathing in here. And the exhale's going to twist us round to the right. Breathing back into center. Exhale, twisting left. Breathing into center. Exhale, twisting right. Breathing right into the middle. Exhale, twist. Breathing right back to center. Reach those arms up. Exhale, bring them round and down. Good. We're going to inhale, open the chest, maybe lift the gaze. Exhale, round the back, hollow out the front. Inhale, chest reaches forward, heart is open. Exhale, round through the back, maybe hanging off the knees. Inhale, open the heart, the throat. Exhale, round through the back. Breathing in to open. Exhale, think close. Good. Bringing everything right back to center. Taking a breath here. We're going to bring ourselves all the way over onto our hands and knees. When you get there, make sure hands are roughly under the shoulders. They can come a little further forward if wrists get sore. Make sure knees are underneath hips. Pressing the ground away from you. When we get there, we're going to start to sway forwards and back. Just see how that feels. Nothing fancy, just a little rock, backwards and forwards. Warming up the knees and wrists, shoulders and hips. Bringing everything back to center. Sit those hips back on your heels, stretch the arms out long, bring the toes together, knees wide. You can prop something underneath your bottom or underneath your forehead if that feels better. Breathing into the shoulders, the back, the armpits. Nice big breath in through the nose. Let it out the mouth. Bringing yourself back up onto all fours here. Making sure your hands are spread nice and wide. We're going to inhale, right arm is going to come all the way up. So turning this into a twist. This arm can come out if it doesn't come all the way up. See if you can twist from the belly. Bring that hand, right hand, curls underneath the belly, curl through the back. Inhale, reach the arm all the way back up. Exhale, curl that arm all the way underneath. Good. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, curl it all the way underneath you. Good. Inhale, reach nice and tall. Good. Exhale, bring right hand back down. We're going to inhale, left arm comes all the way up like you're stringing a bow here. Almost like you're growing out through your left fingertips. Next time you breathe out, curling that left arm underneath. Make that Halloween cat shape with your back. Breathing in to reach. Exhale, thread the needle underneath. Inhale, reach it nice and high. Exhale, bring it all the way underneath. Good. Inhale, reach it nice and high, little twist. Then bring everything all the way back down to center. We're going to tuck our toes underneath. See if you can get all of the toes underneath. Be careful if we've got arthritis, sore feet. We can bring the hips back. They don't have to come back all the way to the heels. Give the hips a bit of a wiggle. Just warming up the feet here, especially if they've been rammed into shoes all winter. Opening up the toes. Bring yourself all the way back to center, keeping those toes tucked here. We're going to move our hips back, lift the knees, then lift the hips a little bit more, straighten the knees maybe a little bit more every time until we end up in our downward facing dog. Make it really wiggly. Moving the legs, then pressing into that forefinger and thumb. Come to a little bit of stillness here. Breathing smooth. Bring those knees all the way down. We're going to cross the ankles, come through to sit with the legs out nice and long. keep the knees nice and bent like you would in your downward dog. Bring the toes back towards you, then bring the arms all the way up. This shape here is your downward facing dog, just the other way around. So remember this shape. Then bring those hands all the way down, cross the feet, then come all the way back onto all fours. We're going to travel in and out of our downward facing dog. So when you exhale, we're going to lift those hips up and back. Good. Breathing here. Bring those knees all the way down. And again, as you exhale, lift the hips up and back. Breathing in here. Exhale to lower the knees. Breathing in here. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. Good. We're going to start crossing the feet so they walk all the way up to the front of the mat. Really articulate through the feet here, shifting the weight through your hands, the shoulders. Maybe coming up onto the tips of the fingers. Bring yourself all the way to the front of the mat, as slowly as you need here. And when we get there, let the head go, let the head hang. Maybe you're even grabbing the elbows here, balance permitting, giving it a bit of a sway, like you're a pendulum. Releasing the back. Knees can be really bent here, so your belly comes to your thighs. And then letting the hands go, we're going to very slowly roll yourself all the way up to stand, stacking vertebrae on top of one another, ending with shoulders and with head. Just notice the body in space. Resist the urge to fidget. Be okay with being still. Roll those shoulders a few times. Get any kinks out that are still remaining. Make sure the feet are nice and grounded here. We're going to take an inhale, reach those arms all the way up like you've got a big beach ball. Exhale, draw the arms round and down. Inhale, reach those arms all the way up. Exhale, arms come round and down. Good. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, chest comes forward, bend the elbows. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend elbows, chest comes through. Good, well done. Inhale to reach the arms all the way up. This time, exhale, bend the knees, hinge from the hips as you fold forwards. As you inhale, slide the hands up to the shins or thighs, grow out of the crown of the head, then exhale, refold. Inhale stands you all the way back up. Exhale, bring those hands to heart center. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge and fold. Inhale, slide those hands up to the shins or the thighs. Flat back as you exhale, fold. Inhale, nice strong foundation as you come all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands through. We're going to inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, up and over to the right. Good. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, up and over to the left. Good. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, side stretch right. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, side stretch left. Inhale, reach those arms all the way up. And exhale, bring hands through heart center. Inhale, reach the arms nice and high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, heart lifts, maybe come to a flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step the right toes back, lower the right knee gently. Untuck the back toes. We can be on blocks here, on books maybe on our fingertips, maybe on our palms. Be careful of the lower back by trying not to drop too much into this lunge. We can stay here, or we can creep those hands up to our thigh. Again, making sure lower back doesn't twinge by actively drawing that pubic bone towards your face. Maybe if we're feeling even more brave, we're lifting those arms nice and high. Exhale, draw elbows back and down. Inhale, reaching high. Exhale, elbows back and down. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, bring those hands all the way down. We're going to plant through the right palm. And again, like we're stringing that bow, left arm comes all the way up. Good. Little twist here. Exhale, brings that hand all the way down to our sacrum, so back of the hand. Left shoulder draws back. Crown of the head draws up. Good. Cartwheel that left hand all the way back and over. Press through the hands, tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. We're going to send front foot straight back into a little plank. Then lower those knees. Hug the elbows close as we come all the way down onto our bellies. Bring the hands a little further forwards, now using muscles of the back, not the hands, as we inhale, baby cobra. Float the hands. Good. Exhale, lower. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Breathing in, baby cobra, tucking the chin. Exhale, lower. Good. Press into the palms, tuck the toes. See if you can come through into your tabletop. Then see if you can lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Walking our feet all the way to the front of our mat. We're going to exhale, fold. Then inhale, stand yourself all the way back up. Exhale, bring hands through heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, heart lifts, flat back, long neck. Exhale, left foot comes back, lower that left knee gently. Setting ourselves up, maybe the right foot scooches forward a bit more. Make sure the right heel is on the floor. You can use your blocks here if you need to, or books. Make sure lower back is protected by a little bit of engagement in the legs. Then again, maybe we're sneaking those hands up to the thigh. Maybe our arms with an inhale come all the way up. Exhale, draw the heart through. Good. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, bend the elbows, heart comes through. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, bend the elbows, heart comes through. Bring hands all the way down, and again, like we're stringing that bow, right arm comes all the way up. Breathing here. Bring the back of the right hand down to the sacrum. Pull that right shoulder back a little more. Grow out the crown of the head. And then right hand comes all the way up and over, pressing into the ground. Good. Turning it into our mini plank. Lower down onto the knees. All the way down onto our belly. Then bring your elbows just under your shoulders. Wiggle through the hips. Release the buttocks. See if you can draw the shoulders back just a touch. Make sure your head isn't collapsing into your shoulders. Lifting the chin just a little, try not to compress the back of the neck. Heart shines forwards. Breathing here. This pose is really good for sciatica. And then bringing the elbows wide, bring one palm on top of the other, bring your forehead to that little pillow you've made, give the hips a wiggle to release the lower back. Good, and then bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, pressing back into your tabletop. We're going to tuck those toes underneath, and then hips come up and back, downward facing dog. Well done. Pedal through the feet. And we're going to inhale, raise right leg up into the air. Now, maybe one step, maybe 5. Bring that right foot all the way up in between your hands. We're going to drop the back heel. And then very, very slowly, reaching those arms all the way up and out. So left foot is turned in slightly, pressing into the outer edge of the left foot, making sure that right knee doesn't fall in. Keeping right knee in line with second toe. Relax the shoulders. Warrior 2. Flipping the front palm over, we're going to reach forwards, up and back. Left palm can place gently down the side of your left leg. Nice long right side. Then bringing the arms back out nice and wide. We're going to straighten the right leg. The right hip is going to slide underneath you. Then reaching the right arm forwards. All you've then got to do is tilt. So right hand comes down, left arm comes straight up towards the ceiling. Again, bring that left hand down to the sacrum. Draw the left shoulder back. Crown of the head draws up. Good. Reaching the left arm all the way up. Then bring yourself right back to center. Bend through that right knee. Then cartwheel those hands straight down to the ground. Lift the back heel. See if you can turn this straight back into your downward facing dog. Well done. And then another go with that step through, so left leg comes up nice and high. Squeeze it all the way up and in. Maybe 2, 3, 4 steps. Right heel drops down. And then eventually we're going to lift ourselves all the way up into our warrior 2. Make sure that left knee doesn't fall in. Keep it in line with the second toe. Tracking over the ankle. Relax the shoulders. And flipping left palm over, reaching forwards, up and back. Good. And bring yourself right back to center, straightening that front leg. We're going to bury that front hip underneath us. Then reaching that palm all the way forwards before you then tilt. Good. That top hand comes down in line with your sacrum and really draw that shoulder back. Draw out of the crown of the head before you bring that hand straight back up. Bringing yourself gently all the way back to center, bending through that front knee to bring yourself all the way back into your plank, lowering the knees, sit those hips back on your heels. This can be an extended child's pose, like here, or you can bring your knees together, bring the arms alongside you. You're doing amazing, everybody. Taking a rest, breathing into the back, bringing yourself back into your downward facing dog. Make your knees a little bit bouncy, and just for a little bit of fun, we're going to do a mini hop halfway up the mat. Then bring the hips down into a little froggy squat. And the knees can stay together, or the heels can come together, knees out wide. Stopping at any point here. Just for a little bit of fun, we're going to see if you can, very gently, very slowly, with focus, maybe bring your hands out in front. Again, that big beach ball between your hands, maybe it comes all the way up. Try not to hold your breath here. Bring all 10 fingerprints together. Well done. Amazing. Bring your arms all the way round and back down. Well done. Bringing the knees back together, feet together. We're going to turn this in to a forward fold, lifting the hips high, letting the crown of the head draw down towards the ground. Maybe you're burying your arms behind your shins, so forearms almost disappear behind the legs. Seat bones draw up, crown of the head draws down. Good. Inhale to halfway lift. Then exhale to fold. Inhale stands you all the way back up. Exhale, bring those hands through heart center. Bring the feet nice and wide, toes face forwards. Settling through the feet, we're going to inhale, make a really big happy star shape. And then exhale, fold yourself through the middle here. You can have hands on your blocks, your books, on your fingertips, or on your palms. See if you can let the head go nice and floppy. You can bend in the knees here if you need to. See if you can lift the hips nice and high, almost like your pelvis is tipping forwards, spilling water out of the front of it. Wiggle through the head, let the head go, neck relaxes. Then we're going to bring hands over to one foot, bending through one knee. And then hands come with us, bending the other knee. And then switching just from side to side here, bending and straightening one leg. Stretching the insides of the legs. Swaying gently. Keeping the breath smooth until we come all the way back to center. Smooth, strong inhale brings us all the way back up. Exhale, bring your hands through heart center. And with faith, keeping your eyes forwards, see if you can take a hop and bring everything back to center. The floor is always there to catch you. When you're ready, breathing in to reach the arms up. And exhale, fold yourself forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step those feet back into your plank. So shoulders over wrists. We're going to sway forwards and back. Forwards and back. Forwards and back. Keep those hips high. Forwards and back. Forwards and back. And then lower the knees. Good. Cross the ankles. Bring the feet out in front of you. Well done. Wiggle through the legs. Seaweed legs here. Maybe giving them a little massage, a little beating. Good. Massaging the thighs, the shins. Wiggling through the feet. Popping the toes. Maybe you're at home. Go for it. And we're going to bend right knee, cross right foot over the left leg, and then draw the left toes towards you. Sitting up nice and tall, we're going to inhale to lift and exhale, twisting. So left arm hooks your right knee. Relax the shoulders here, guys. Relax the neck. No cranking here. Breathing in thinks length and exhale thinks twist. Good. Releasing from that twist, we're going to take it on to our other side. So left knee bends, cross it over your right leg. Keep all of your toes nice and flexed. And then inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. And again, relax those shoulders and keep breathing here. Keep traveling through your twist. Our postures are never just gripping and holding. They're always a journey. Bringing everything right back to center. Bend the knees generously. And again, nice big beach ball here. Imagine you're passing it to somebody in front of you, but they're just out of reach. Until you can't hold it anymore, let those arms flop down beside you. You can grab the shins, you can keep hands on the floor, or you can grab the feet if that's your thing. Let the head go. Eventually you can start straightening out the legs. They can stay very generously bent here though. Keeping that feeling of bottom ribs hooking up and over the big toes. Breathing smooth here. And bringing yourself all the way back up to sit. Make sure you've got space behind you. Point the toes or Barbie feet. Bring the arms out long. We're going to lower for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Let everything flop down just for a moment. Get ponytails and clothes out of the way. Bend your knees. Bring your feet flat on the ground. Make sure your pubic bone is pointing towards your face here. Really draw it towards your face. We're going to press into feet, tops of shoulders, and then lift the hips nice and high. Good. Little bridge here. All that blood in your legs runs down to nourish your internal organs. As you lower from the shoulders, so massaging the spine as you lower. Second round, lifting those hips nice and high. Keep that pubic bone, that pelvis tilted towards your face. That takes the pressure off the lower back. Good. Then rolling the spine back down. Last one. Lift those hips up nice and high. And then gently lowering ourselves all the way back down to the ground. Bring the soles of the feet together. Bring the knees nice and wide. Bring right hand to the belly, left hand to the heart. We're going to breathe nice, long, smooth, calm, abiding breaths here. Closing the eyes. A gentle opening in the hips. If it's a bit too much, we can put pillows under the knees, under the thighs. You can bring your feet further away or closer to you, depending on what you want. Starting to draw away from sounds in the room. Noticing that sound of your breath once again. And then using the hands to help those knees back together again. Bringing the legs nice and long. Bring the feet about mat distance apart, so further than hip distance apart, to let the feet flop out open. Bring the arms by your sides, just far enough so the shoulders can let go. Take a nice big breath in here, and then let everything go. So letting go of any control of the body, of the mind and of the breath here. You can pause the video and have an extra long Savasana by yourself if you like, or you can lie here listening to the music, letting yourself drift away. Starting to wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, deepening the breath, moving through the wrists and the ankles, maybe even taking a nice big stretch, big breath in, sigh it out, let everything go. Bring the feet flat on the ground. Bring the knees in towards you. Give yourself a nice big hug. Maybe doing some little last movements, little rocks and rolls here that feel good. Bringing right arm overhead. Rock yourself onto your right hand side. And then very gently, in your own time, bringing yourself through to sit. Sitting up nice and tall, bringing the palms together, bringing the thumbs to your third eye. Thank you very much, everybody. Namaste.